The other is risk management. And this is quite tied to the quality of decisions that you have. There are things you may not be considering because you are just one person. There are angles you are missing. There are perspectives you are missing. There are opinions you are not seeing. And that's why if you move in and move on like that, you might end up making mistakes. You might suffer losses. But with a management team, you may be debating a line of action. And then somebody says, this thing that we're saying, remember that there is something in the law that says this. And before now, you didn't know, either you didn't know or it didn't occur to you that that's a risk. Or you might be making a decision and the person will be like, no, we're not looking at this angle. We need to watch out. What if our competitor does this? And then everybody's like, wow, okay, that's true. That is risk management. Understanding, trying to assess and identify where there are going to be roadblocks and potholes so that you don't suffer unnecessary losses or setbacks. So when you have more than one good head, looking at a decision, looking at a point of view, looking at a new direction, it's very likely that the quality of ideas, the quality of opinions, and the kinds of risks that will be identified will be quite varied. Another is creativity and innovation, right? Most of the ideas that have brought your business this far came from just you, just one head. These were ideas you had when you were sleeping, when you were using the bathroom, when you were driving your car, something, right? Imagine what will happen if you have a brainstorming session and you say, next year, we want to double our sales. Next year, we want to double our sales. In fact, I want to give you this as a challenge. If you have a management team, try and come up with ideas that will double your sales for next year on your own, in your bedroom, in your house, alone. Just you. Then do the same thing with your management team. You will be shocked at the angles you will notice, the kind of interesting, bright, brilliant ideas that will come up. And that's because as humans, we have this thing called synergy. If you combine two solid forces, 1 + 1 will not give you 2. If you combine two very solid forces, two solid heads to brainstorm on an idea, 1 + 1 will not give you 2. What synergy says is that 1 + 1 at the minimum will give you 3, 4, 5, 10. That's what synergy is. That by coming together, you're able to create significantly more than you would have been able to do if you were doing it independently. That's the power of a team. You can come up with ideas. One example is how you can double your sales. You can think of how do we beat the competition? How do we acquire market share? How do we improve our processes? How do we increase our profits? There are all sorts of things that you can do in terms of creativity and innovation because you have a management team. Another is investor confidence. I've seen this one firsthand. Investors have more confidence when a business is being run by a team instead of one person, right? So usually if you look at the assessments, when they are assessing a business in terms of risk, particularly during due diligence, because I've been part of these things before, one of the things we look at is the quality of the team. So if a business has a team, a team that comprises people that complement themselves in terms of the skills, experience, all sorts of things, the roles, right? Investors are more confident in a team of specialists than in investing in just one generalist, right? So a generalist will get things done, but up to a certain level. To grow beyond that level, you need specialists. You need that thing called division of labor, separation of responsibilities. You need people who can focus on particular areas and then make the synergy work in favor of the business. And then, of course, accountability, right? Because you have people in different roles. If you need to know what's going on with sales, you know who to talk to. You want to get visibility of the numbers, know how we're performing this month compared to last month, you know who to talk to. In terms of delivering to our customers, the quality of our product, you know who to talk to. All those things, accountability.